Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we are looking at bowling dice. There's a little tin in here with some dice in it. This is put out by Ideal, which I believe is a division of Poof-Slinky. So Ideal used to be, I think, a competitor and they got bought out, not sure, but it's an imprint of its own and it's been around for ages. So let's open this up and see what we've got in here. Now, bowling dice have been around for ages, but I haven't seen them in a while, and I found this tin at Walmart, and I thought, well, let's check it out. It's designed for ages 8 and up, and you can have pretty much as many players as you want. It's not that hard of a game. It contains 10 dice, a score pad, an instruction sheet, and, of course, the tin. So let's get some tape off of the edge here, because it's surrounded by tape, which is, of course, a theft deterrent system that can't possibly be broken. And it leaves a sticky residue on the sides of the lid. You might want to scrub that off if you can, gently. So let's see what we got here. Alright, there's our dice. Alright, so there's our dice. We've got an instruction sheet, there's our score sheet, score pad. It's got quite a few on here actually. And they're two-sided so you can play multiple games. So you get quite a lot of use out of that. It says permission has been granted to make copies of this sheet for personal use. And honestly, if you took about 8 of these, you could, or well, 4 I'd say, you could make one 8.5 by 11 sheet. The tin is actually pretty nicely made. It's easy to dent though. This one's got a little ding right here, and that's where the box was too, so they dent fairly easily, but they're kind of nice little tins. The instruction sheet's right here. There's not a lot to it. It's a pretty straightforward game, and it's just a simple little 4-panel fold out. So one side's in Spanish and the other side is in English, I think. Yeah, that's Spanish, I think. So yeah, so it's only 4 panels and it tells you how to do the scoring and stuff like that. So it's a pretty simple game. The dice are actually pretty decent quality. I don't think these have changed in ages. Although I would like a glow-in-the-dark set. So if you're listening, Ideal, make a glow-in-the-dark set. And then you get your spares and strikes and whatnot. And your blank sides. So let's take a look at some of these. Because you'll notice some of them are different. So we've got this one has an X, and then a pin, another pin, and another pin. And then the other 2 sides are blank. And then the spare here has spare sign, a pin, and a pin, then another pin, and then blank. So they should all be the same. There are 3 of those. Okay, no, there's a third type of die. Yep, the most common die is this one right here. There are 4 of these. It's got a pin, a third pin, nothing, and then the top is blank and the bottom is blank. So you've got 3 blank sides connected, and there are 4 of that die from what I can tell. There are 3 of them that have the X on it, and 3 of them that have the spare slash. So that'll give you kind of an idea of what type of die you might be missing if you're missing one. So yeah, overall it's a nice little game. You can play it pretty much anywhere. It's a great travel game too. If you're at a motel or a hotel or something and you got a couple hours to kill and the kids are bored, you can play this. I don't know how well it would play in a vehicle, and I wouldn't roll it in this tin. That'd be so annoying if you're driving. But it's got the little score pad, so it fits right in the tin. Everything fits right inside. It's a nice compact little game. You could put this in a pocket or backpack or picnic basket or something and have a nice little travel game. And everybody likes rolling dice unless they're boring people. So you can play until your heart's content. But there's a lot of games on that pad, so you can play a lot of bowling games. But if you like bowling and you like rolling dice, this is for you. I think it's a neat little game. As far as like kids games goes, this one annoys me a lot less than a lot of them do. It's no Monopoly. You're not going to lose friends over this one. But that is the bowling dice from Ideal and Poof-Slinky. I think it's a great little game. The little tin, I'm big on gimmicks, I guess, but the little tin sold it for me. I think it's cute. And it's a nice compact way of carrying it around. You can put a rubber band around it and take it on the go. But if you like dice games, this one should be pretty good for you. It reminds me of Zombie Dice in a lot of ways, but it's a precursor to it. Because this one's been around since I think the 70s. It's just a new packaging. But that is what is inside the bowling dice. This is the 2013 version. I think Poof-Slinky's out of Michigan, if I remember correctly. So it's probably made in China, but the company's here in the States. Yep, made in China. But the company is stateside. But that'll do it for this episode. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. And we hope to see you on the next episode of What's Inside.